Okay, I've been watching 2 more minutes of Sadhguru, and how he's manipulating. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose with a bad intention or on purpose with a good intention that I don't know, or not on purpose at all because he's not aware of that level. And that's what I think. That level is the level I was talking in the previous video. That level, when I say this, is because there is something above male and female. That's the duality that you have to transcend. And by you, maybe it's Sadhguru, but I don't know if it is just something that he doesn't accept or he's not being aware, because it's a very subtle difference. So he's focusing all the problems. Of course, if women are raped, they are the weak part of this sexual field that we are talking about, from pornography to raping to sex to obsession and compulsiveness. But he's just starting from sex, like the actor and the actress, and who are going to enjoy. Why is it just for men and women are taking advantage of? That could have happened in the past, and it will happen in the future, and it's happening today. But how many people are doing it because they like it? If they don't do it because they like it, but nobody is taking advantage of these people, probably they have another problem, but it's not a mental problem. It's a lack of awareness problem. And the same lack of awareness that these actors and actresses or compulsive watchers are having, just are having the same lack of awareness of other perspectives in which it could be perfectly natural, because we are talking about sex and Kama Sutra is about sex. So why is this connection with sex, pornography, addiction? Who's creating that? When you are talking about pornography, talk about pornography. When you're talking about addiction, talk about addiction. And when you're talking about sex, talk about sex. But this connection that you created is not like that most of the times. Otherwise, the whole population would be addicted to pornography. It doesn't mean that the ones who watch it are addicted. Of course, all the addicted are the ones who watch it. And that's what makes you think that it's 100%. But probably it's not even 0.1% of people who watch porn who are addicted. So, and they are not mistreating the couples, and they are not very jealous, and you can share your partner, and you can, because there is no possession, it's freedom. And it can be anything, as I said on the previous video, that I can feel my men, but I am straight. I am not attracted by men physically. My best friends, males, they are my best friends, and I love them. But I'm not attracted sexually at all. And I am not rejected. As a matter of fact, I learned a little bit of sex and kissing with a friend, a male friend. But it doesn't matter. It's ridiculous how this small difference, that they can differentiate every single aspect of the sexuality and sexual orientation and everything about people, that is infinite because it's absolutely intimate. And everything is normal as long as they are feeling good and they don't regret. Who's like that? In sex or in anything in life. That's the only thing that people are only focusing on: sex, games, gambling, all these kind of things, or alcohol, drugs, whatever that looks like a pattern, compulsive and addictive. But everything is. And nothing is the same for every single person, right? So everything is wrong on this planet because of this sociopath mentality and limited mentality of the sociologists and psychologists and psychiatrists through the years. They keep talking about no duality, like Carl Jung, and he's talking about no duality, and he's talking about a pure duality in something that I was listening about addiction. He has no idea what he's talking about. Everything he's saying is 100% right in addiction in rational world, from that small perspective. But for me, the terminology of addiction is so different. Addiction, it is for me, the only thing that means is something that is taking part of your time of your life, and you cannot stop doing it, and the next day you feel horrible for doing it and you want to stop doing it. Because if you are drunk every day, if you wake up, no hangover at all, no a single bad thought, why are you going to stop drinking? What is the problem with that? I don't know if they ever felt the way I'm saying. I don't drink alcohol almost at all. I don't get drunk. If I get a little bit drunk tomorrow, at least I have a headache. Just a little bit, just one beer. So I would never get drunk again, and I don't do it. But what if I don't have the negative effects of that? I would be drinking if I'm feeling a little bit tipsy, a little bit high, a little bit this, a little bit that. But for me, the price I have to pay for what the effect that creates, the positive effect, is nothing compared to the bad effects. So I cannot be addicted to drinking, but I cannot be addicted to anything. Because if there is something that I regret, I wouldn't do it. And if I did it out of my higher consciousness, out of awareness of my consciousness. But when I am doing something, just becoming the actor, the avatar of the whole consciousness that is aware of the whole environment and how everything interacts with each other, there are infinite options. I don't care if one is sex, the other one is saving a turtle. What is the difference? It can be all of them at the same time. There's like everything everywhere all at once. And this is connected to what I was saying 5 years, 6 years ago about everything happens and always. I came with this, and I've been doing so many videos about that. And in a way, it's like the bridge that breaks the duality. Exactly. The duality is two twin towers. That's the duality. And everything happens and always, which is the is the connection of these towers breaking the duality and making it infinite. Because everything happens and always, meaning in all different dimensions, meaning the same that the movie was meaning. But I created this like 2 years before the movie. But all these things in art always happened in the history of time. But the art today is not like 100 years ago. The art today is the movies, is the comedians, is the connections that they have in between, and it's like playing music and two players, how much love can share, create and recreate for themselves and with the audience, like Aldi Meola with Paco de Lucia. But not only them, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, there are so many people who are expressing the art in such a positive way because they transcended their egos long ago. I don't know how from Sadhguru and porn, transcending everything because of the no-duality. You cannot feel and believe what no-duality is if you have never felt lateral thoughts, for instance. It's so easy to break the duality with lateral thoughts. I don't know if it is called like that in English. Pensamiento horizontal. And I had that all my life. And people thought that they had it when they smoke. And I see it so limited. When somebody's high speaking with me, they think because they have 3 instead of 2, that is 2 is clever and 3 is awesome. When you can solve them, all the terrorific ones, then you are a fucking crazy guy. Or when you solve them, anything that is the opposite thing that they would never ever think of or believe. So then you are something strange. You are whatever that for they is not normal. But if you can understand what I was talking about, the connections of the conceptual art and why in the present, in the past, and in the past, because in the future we don't have the proofs yet, the artistical movements, literature, painting, music, they had some kind of connections. There was some kind of human revolution. And this human revolution is always based on awareness. If you don't keep the awareness alive, and this is a video that I was making 10 days ago, something more than 10, probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. It was about the Olympic Games torch. That's the only mission of humanity, carrying the torch of the awareness of our higher consciousness. This means a lot. It's not what rational minds can think of, because it's nothing. It's just like a door and the top of the door, what they can see. If you cannot transcend your mind, if you can never betray your rational mind, because your rational mind is so fucking zipped, and I always say, unzip your mind, let the rest grow and connect with everything. Well, I don't really have many things to say. Now I'm speaking to the people. Before I was just vomiting what it was created by my experience, listening first to Carl Jung in Spanish and then to Sadhguru about sex, pornography, and both of them, the connection point was addiction. And I can be addicted to meditation and to leave my body, and when I come back I bring some information. I don't do it every day because I don't have that. I was not that lucky to do it. But if I was, I would do it. And if I can do it working on that, I would do it. And the next day, I feel great if I do it or if I don't do it. I feel great. And I can do it, and I want to do it again. And then I do it. But this is a superpower that I don't know if there is an infinite number of access to the higher awareness level because is it through a different protocol? Is different type of music, different waves, different protocol in the meditation thing, different food, different drink, different air, different smells, different music, different movies, different inputs, different philosophies. How can people get bored when there are so many things connected and disconnected, and you can see them connected if nobody sees them connected? You can see them all connected or disconnected, and disconnected. Yeah, it's always one thing or the other, and the other. Always. And this the other, when I say one thing or the other is like A or B, and then I say it's not A or B, and banana. So I create another. Because then it can be red, it can be two, it can be rock, it can be anything. Not A and B and that's it. How? Search for the common connections that I explained this, I think, on the previous video. How you can see the common thing of very poor people and very rich people, right? Just try to find something in common. You can find hundreds of things in one go. And then when you stop thinking, maybe you get to the thing.